Okay, guys, so I totally, sorry, my eye is so messed up. I totally didn't get to do the grocery haul. I got super busy and was just putting stuff up, cooking at the same time, all that jazz. So I'm going to show you what I'm cooking for my meal prep. I have this hair sticking up like alfalfa. So here we go. Here we go. This is my boyfriend's 90 ground sirloin, so we're not counting that. But here is my stuff. So I have 99 lean ground chicken with some Candelaria salsa seasoning. That is my rice, vegetables. It's cauliflower, peas, and some other stuff that I've cooked in a pan with, again, Candelaria salsa seasoning. This is 93 lean ground beef with seasoning as well. My yellow and butternut squash mix with seasoning. And then my last item is my broccoli slaw. I usually get a superfood blend, but they didn't have it, so I just... I don't know why I got cut off, but I usually get, this is broccoli slaw. I usually get a superfood blend that has like Brussels and some other stuff in it along with broccoli. But they were out of it, so I'm just cooking that up. Man, my countertop is dirty. I've got to do some cleaning. But yeah, I will eat on this for the next 5 days, and then cook again. So there you go. Hello, guys. It is Saturday. Oh, look at this hair. It is Saturday, October, 24th, I think. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm just pushing right along. I've got clients today, but I'm gonna go in and work out beforehand. My best friend Emily, who had a baby in June, is coming in to work out with me. We're gonna hit shoulders, and then I'm gonna get some sushi later today. I've been wanting sushi so bad. So I didn't get to do my Amazon grocery haul or Walmart grocery haul just because, to be honest with you, I was super busy and I was just putting stuff up and trying to get stuff done. But as you guys saw, I did show you my meal prep. So there is that. I cook in bulk and I just pull from it for the week. Good morning, guys. So it is Sunday, October 25th, I believe. It is so like
chilly and gloomy outside, and all I want to do is stay in today. I had planned on trying to go and get a mani-pedi, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll just sit at home today. I'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. I really need to get these acrylic nails taken off, or I'm either going to have to do it myself, because I have not felt like going. So, I had my sushi yesterday that I wanted so badly, and it upset my stomach so much. I bloated so bad. I literally thought something was wrong with me. My hands were so tight. I was so swollen. Oh, it was so bad. I really thought something was wrong with me. But here's the thing. I've never really had that happen with sushi before, but I haven't had sushi in like a year. Here's the other thing, okay? You know, I took that food allergy test, and I just had mild symptoms to like certain things. Well, crab was one of those things. The only thing I've really taken out of my diet right now is chicken, and I've not really seen a difference in anything. But I did have crab in the sushi that I had. Oh, I mean, it looked like I was pregnant. I had this belly going on. I mean, I don't know if maybe it was the sodium and the crab or what, but it was not my finest experience with sushi. So I don't know that I'll be having it again. Plus, I didn't really enjoy it that much. Like, I really wanted it to begin with, and then when I got there, I was like, meh. So, anyway, I am going to do like a lower carb day today. I won't have my intra workout. I won't have my post workout. I need to wash these things out, by the way. But I am probably going to have like my normal breakfast and just kind of keep everything a little bit lower today. I did check-ins with Jamie this morning. It's the first time I've checked in since my show. Yesterday I was 132.2, so I think I was just holding on to a little bit of water weight. I got in all my water, or pretty close to all my water yesterday, but I did take some Expel last night because of that bloat and all the sodium, or like all the tightness that I was feeling. So I could have dropped 2 pounds from just water weight. I was 132.2 Friday, 130.2 today. So anyway, like I said, I was supposed to go get a manicure pedicure, but I just don't feel like doing it. I just feel like staying at home and not doing anything today. It's been so long since I've just not done anything. And that was supposed to have been the plan for last week. It didn't happen because I ended up meal prepping and cooking all day and blah, 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 blah. So I kind of just don't want to do anything today, and I don't want to spend. Last time I went and got a manicure pedicure, it took them 3 hours. Anyway, I just don't want to spend 3 hours of my only day off. Not my only day off, but one of my days off. The only day where I legitimately don't have to do shit. I just don't want to spend my only day. I don't want to spend 3 hours at the nail salon. Like, is anybody else like this? Like, I literally hate getting a manicure and pedicure, but I love the end result. Like, I love the end result of it. I hate the process of it, though. So, more than likely, I'm not going to do it. Really just don't want to do anything today, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sit and watch some Netflix or some Amazon Prime or some YouTube, and yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm going to start on my liquids. You guys know I have a lot of liquids in the morning. I added another liquid product to my morning routine, and that is aloe vera juice. I used to actually drink this all the time in high school. My grandmother turned me on to it. So my grandmother was a very smart woman. So I've been having like, it says 8 ounces, but I've been having like, about 6 ounces. I think that's about 6 ounces, to be honest with you. Every morning. I'm just trying to do all I can to like get my gut health and whatnot back on track. So, yeah. Then I also still have been having my cranberry juice, my bone broth, my tea with lemon, and my greens. So I have 4, 5 things that I drink in the morning. So here's my chicken bone broth. It's really good for gut health. I also have my greens and reds and my mushroom 8 complex. So this is the bone broth. Inside my cranberry juice, which this is the cranberry juice I drink, just cranberry. Cranberry helps with your thyroid. It helps release iodine in your thyroid, which is really important during and after a show. Ow! Oh, I can't get this open. And then in this, since I only do like 4 ounces of this, I put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and that's how I get my apple cider vinegar in. I also have apple cider vinegar gummies. That I take. Vitamin C gummies. Women, if you can't ever get a lid open, that's how you do it. Or you can also run it under hot water. So, I'll try to show you guys all of my vitamins that I take too. I have a lot of gummy vitamins that I take right now just because it's off season and I like the gummies. I like the gummy vitamins better than I do actually like taking stuff. Plus, I can afford the carbohydrates and stuff in the off season, whereas I can't during contest prep. So I enjoy them while I can. My sponsor is Zhao. There we go. Right at the top. And they're amazing. The only thing is they don't have a multivitamin and they don't have a protein powder. But everything they do is all natural. Like, I take this as part of my reds. This is my greens I take from them. I also take Opti greens and reds from First Form because it has a really great taste. But I'm finishing this up first. But I take so many supplements from Zhao. Everything is all natural. Like, this is supposed to be a pre... Beet juice is a vasodilator. So, this can be used as a pre-workout. However, I just take it as part of my reds. I've also incorporated mushroom 8, which is a fermented superfood, which is really good for gut health. It's really good for immune health, energy endurance, brain function. And I just mix it in. I just mix all of these in together. And it really doesn't have that terrible taste. So, there's that. My detox tea that I drink in the morning. Jamie had recommended some other detox tea, but it was like $40 for this much. And I was like, nah, girl. I ain't doing that. I'll drink a hot tea with lemon in the morning. But I have the Yogi detox. So that's what I do for my tea. And yeah, I think that's all of my morning. That is all of my morning drinks other than my coffee. And I do put collagen in my coffee. So every morning I just go through and I get all of my liquids made. And then I start chugging. Sorry my place is a wreck. You guys know I live in a pretty much a studio apartment, and I run out of space so quickly. Like, I need to figure out another method to this madness that I have going on here. Anyway, I'm doing my deep greens. So I do a scoop of that. It calls for 2/3 of a scoop, but I just do a full scoop. And I'll be out of this tomorrow. Actually, I'm almost out now, so I may be opening. Nah, I have enough left for tomorrow. So I'll be opening the Opti Reds and Greens. I'll be opening the Opti Reds and Greens on Tuesday to have, because I won't have any more deep greens. And then I'll just set the Beat Complete back and keep it for later use. So I do a scoop of Beat Complete. And then I do, and I'll continue to have this, what is it, a teaspoon. So I do 1 teaspoon in with that. Instead of putting it in with my greens, which I may actually still do that, I may put it in with my coffee, which is what I've done before. So I just have a tablespoon of the mushroom 8 complex. Boop. There we go. Green drink is made. So this here is my collagen. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my coffee mug. So just go ahead and do a scoop in there, and then when I make my coffee, it'll already be in there. So I need to squeeze my lemon. Here's my bone broth. So squeeze my lemon. My tea. Look, I know this is a lot of stuff in the morning, but let me tell you, when I first started working with Jamie and she was having me do all this stuff, I was like, God bless, that's so much. So I was like, you know what? I paid for this shit, paid for this knowledge. I'm gonna do it and see how I feel. So I did it. I wasn't really sure if I could tell a difference or not. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it for a while and see how I feel. I felt so much worse. So I was like, well, obviously what we're doing is working. So I'm going to start back doing it again. So that's what I did. Here is the OptiGreens and the OptiRes. I mean, almost everybody has some sort of first form code. I do not. Like I said, I'm sponsored by Jow. They provide me with just about everything I need. But I thought these were 2 good products, so I wanted to try them. I actually put them on auto ship because I know I'm gonna like it just from using the Jow. The only thing is the Jow doesn't, like I said, doesn't have the OptiRed, so I was using the Beat instead. So anyway, I'm gonna get to chugging all of this. Okay, so I'm just making my coffee now. I only have my tea and my bone broth left, and they are cooling. I don't understand why my coffee maker keeps turning off. I have it set to where it's supposed to kick off at like 10 a.m. It keeps kicking off at like 7 o'clock. It's very annoying. So I found this, is it 8 o'clock coffee from Amazon. This one is the mocha something. It smells so good. I can't ever really taste the difference in flavored coffee, but I can smell it. Like there's a New England coffee. There's a New England coffee that is English blueberry or something like that. It smells so good. It smells just like a blueberry. So there's my coffee, and this came from my grandmother's. This is one of the things I got from her when she died. It says Royal Cup coffee, 1 pound, but I just always remember her having this, and she kept the container, so now I actually do use it for coffee. I can buy little coffee bags, like here's the next one I'm going to try. This is great value cream brulee. And then I just pour it in here, and it really keeps it fresh. So if you're looking for a way to keep your coffee fresh, glass container is a great way to go. So I've already got my, what am I saying? I've already got my collagen in here. I'm going to put a little bit of creamer in here, and I'm also going to top it with some Skinny Strips foam topping. I found this at TJ Maxx, okay? It is the best thing. I have one bottle left after this one. I've got to find this again. If you know where to get this, let me know. I haven't seen it on their website. Maybe I'm just overlooking it. I have a big coffee too. So, still hot. So I go ahead and start blending this collagen up. I multitask. I'll pour a little creamer in. I don't measure my creamer and stuff in the off season, but I don't go crazy with my creamer. I'm gonna put some of this on top now. During contest prep, however, I do switch to sugar-free creamer, and I will measure it. I'll usually do like 2 tablespoons. So that's my morning fluids. I'm going to finish drinking these up. I'm not going to have breakfast just yet. After I drink this and my bone broth, I'm going to sit down, do my devotion, watch a little bit of TV, and then make my meal 1 and go from there. I have decided not to do waist training on Sundays. I think it's good for me to take 1 day off from it. Plus I need to wash it and clean it and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually in the dryer right now. I could put it on if I wanted to, but I feel like I just need to take a day off from doing it. Because I am starting to get like a heat rash. So I think having 1 day off and letting my skin and everything else rest from that will do good. So I do have to do my facial blasting today, and I'm going to do that later. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to chill out today and figure out what to do with these nails. So all right guys, check back in with you soon.
All right, guys, here is meal number 1. Like I said, I've modified it a little because I'm eating lower calories today. I'm going to be very sedentary today. So I have about a half a cup of cottage cheese. I'm really just adding this in this morning because I wanted to get rid of the container in my refrigerator to free up more space. I have 2 slices of turkey bacon, 2 whole eggs, a half a cup of mixed grapefruit, and that's no sugar added. And this is light toast, so each toast is only 35 calories, so that's only 140 calories right here. So I kind of wanted to go for a little bit more volume since I'm not going to be eating as much today. So by having the ability to eat more slices and chew more, it kind of tricks me into thinking that I'm getting more than I actually am. And then there's my coffee. So okay guys, so I keep my supplements in my nightstand. Here are my gummy supplements. I have vitamin C, Elder Immune, which this will be my last serving, but I have another bottle in here. Apple cider. I take an extra gummy multivitamin. This is just one I found on Amazon. I take a prenatal because it's got extra folic acid in it. In the morning, I have 2 digestive enzymes, and I do this for a month at a time. I know this is a little overboard, but this is how I do it because I hate doing this every week. So in here, I have turmeric, I have berberine, I have cinnamon, I have thyroid support, I have DHEA, and I have DIM Active. And that is all from Jow. Again, like I said, I really do love their products. I actually sought them out for sponsorship, and it just ended up working. So, and then, oh, also in here is milk thistle, and this I'm taking right here. It's called Post Gear. Now, I'm not on gear, okay? But the reason that I take this is it's really good for liver,
kidney kind of cleanse, detox, that type of thing. And it has additional DIM in it. So after a competition prep, just because of all the stress I've put through my body, I always take something like that, just because I've been doing all this stuff. I've been eating all this food. I've been putting all this stress on my body, and I found that the extra milk thistle in here, it's got an estrogen control complex. It's got your liver support. It's got extra vitamin D, E, B6, magnesium, zinc. So aspartic acid. I mean, it's just got a lot of good stuff. A coach a long time ago suggested I do this after a show, just because of all the stress that I put my body under. And I have done it and I've not done it, and I feel so much better after a show when I do it, and it helps me hormonal wise. So that's why I do that. So even if you're not taking any type of SARM or PED or anything like that, I usually suggest something like this. I usually suggest something like that for my clients. Only my bikini or my competition athletes, just because it's good to give your body that break. So, and now it's just become part of my thing. So here we go. That's that. And now my gummies. So I just take 2 of each. I kind of my little treat. I love them. This elder immune stuff, I swear by it. Apple cider. Vitamin C. Look, I've had a few allergy issues this year, but this is the first year I have not been sick or not had a sinus infection. Knock on wood. So, I really equate that to the eldermune and the vitamin C. Plus I get extra vitamin C, as you see, in my breakfast with my grapefruit and my citruses. So, I've done a really good job with my immunity this year, and I'm pretty proud of that. They say, your immunity starts in your gut, and I've done a lot of things to take care of my gut, hence why I drink all the liquids in the morning. So, there's that. Apple cider. Vitamin C. Look, I've had a few allergy issues this year, but this is the first year I have not been sick or not had a sinus infection. Knock on wood. So, I really equate that to the eldermune and the vitamin C. Plus I get extra vitamin C, as you see, in my breakfast with my grapefruit and my citruses. So, I've done a really good job with my immunity this year, and I'm pretty proud of that. They say, your immunity starts in your gut, and I've done a lot of things to take care of my gut, hence why I drink all the liquids in the morning. So, there's that.
Guys, so I broke down. I can't do these janky ass nails. So I am just waiting about a couple more minutes to leave and head on over to the nail salon. I'm not even going to get a full pedicure. I'm just going to ask them to change the gel polish on my toes and give me a fill in so I can just get in and get out and cut these nails down. Yeah, I hate taking so long in there. But my next meal, since I'm going to be on the go and I really don't have time to make it since this was a last minute decision I decided to do. I'm just going to have a 1 bar. I do keep a lot of protein bars around in my off season just because it's easy on the go. It's easy to eat really quick. I mean, it's, and it's, pretty much a good little meal. So this one has 220 calories, 9 grams of fat, 24 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 5 sugar, alcohol, and 20 grams of protein. 24 grams of carbohydrates. I think I said protein. So guys, as you saw, I just decided to bite the bullet and go and get my nails and my toes done. I looked at my schedule. My schedule is crazy this coming week. Like, I don't know why it's so jam-packed this week as compared to last week, but my Wednesday and Thursday, I'm literally going from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like nonstop. And I have to get a workout in there at some point. I'm thinking I'm going to do it on Wednesday. I'm going to try to stick to my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off on Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, literally, every 30 minutes from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then I have a FaceTime client at 4:30, and then I'm going from 4:30 to like 7:30. How it's like this week and it wasn't last week, I don't know. And it's going to be pretty much the same way on Thursday. So I've got people scheduled all the way to 2 p.m. Then I have a little break, and then it starts back up at 4:30. Like, my Wednesday and Thursday are almost mirrors of each other. Where usually I have a pretty good gap and a little break in between. I don't really have that now, because on Wednesday, I was usually able to train in between clients. It's not going to happen this week unless someone cancels. So what I'm going to do is just pack my meals, have my meals. I'll be able to go home for about an hour and a half. So I'm going to grab my intra workout and my post workout. So it's just going to be all over the place. I wish, these are times where I wish I did have set schedules. That motherfucker almost just hit me. I wish there were times, this is the time where I wish I did have a set schedule. So my schedule is never the same week to week. Sometimes I like that, sometimes I don't. This week, I'm not going to like it, because here's the thing. I have to get in my training as well, and my training is very important to me, not just for my physical goals, but because it helps me mentally as well, and it's my time to do my thing. So when I have to figure out where I'm going to squeeze in my training session, I hate that. I wish I had, like, now is times where I wish I had a set schedule, so I know I was training at this time every single day. But I need to stop complaining and be grateful that I am a busy health and wellness coach and one-on-one personal trainer, because there's a lot of people out there struggling. And if I'm not busy, that means I'm not making money. So there we go. And I got to pay my bills. I don't have a whole lot of them, but they still need to get paid. Especially since I have this door that's got to be replaced now. That was unexpected. Ugh. Shoot myself in the head for that, I swear. Alright, guys. I'm headed in here. Luckily, this place isn't too far away. I'm lucky that I have one that's open on Sundays. So, after all that bitching and complaining, I need to say some things I'm grateful for. I'm super grateful that I have the clients that I do have. I am grateful that I am busy, because I could not have anybody and be struggling real hard. And I've been there before, and I don't want to go back there. And I am super grateful that I actually have the ability to get my nails and toes done, even though I don't want to, because there are some women out there who are living on the streets and living a hard, rough life. So, need to put things back into perspective for myself. Alright guys, I am turning in here. I'll check back in with you when I get finished. Alright guys, we got these nails and the toes done. I just went ahead and had them do a fill-in, but this is like the actual length of my nails. She was like, you want a new set? And I was like, no, I don't have time. And she was like, you need a new set. I was like, not today, I don't. I'm really glad I went ahead and came and got it done, because she was much quicker than the dude I had last time. I just told her exactly what I wanted, and boom, boom, she got it done. Susan, XOXO Nails in Rivergate, if you're in this area. Yeah, so heading back home, I am going to probably go ahead and shower and put my pajamas on and lay down, especially since I got done way earlier than what I expected. I was like, if I get this dude again, this is gonna be a 3-hour process, all this kind of stuff. I really like this nail color though. It looks really pink right here, but it's not super pink. It's like almost like a light lavender color. This is actually the polish I had as a base on my other nails, but I had them put like this rose gold glitter on top, and it turned them the color that you had saw previously. But I really like this color. When I went back, I was like, it was 40 something. Was it 41? 41, and then I saw it and it was 47. So I got my nails and toes done. Really just good with that. So I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna do a little scrub on my face. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and put some clean PJs on. I'm gonna just lay around the rest of the day. So I did start working on, let me tell you my obsession. The Great British Bake Off on Netflix. I don't know why I'm like so into this show. I've watched every single episode, and this morning I watched the most recent one. I don't know why I like it so much. I think it's because of the camaraderie between like everyone tries to help everyone out. If someone's like behind on baking something, the other person like tries to help out towards the end and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just cool. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, I'll probably watch some YouTube. I want to try to find another series that I really like on Netflix. I really love documentaries, and I haven't found any documentaries that I've just been like that into here lately. So I may try to look for that. I was working on a purple suit for one of my sponsees. So I may do a little bit on it or not. I did start a little bit on it this morning. I got like 4 rows of stones done on it, and then I was just kind of like, not feeling this right now. So anyway, yeah, I'm really glad that I just went ahead and bit the bullet and came and got this done, because my schedule is just all over the place. It's not all over the place, it's just crammed, like literally cram packed in this week. And I don't know why, because I still have all the same people training again next week. But like I said, my schedule is never the same week to week, because I have clients who don't have the same schedule week to week, which makes my schedule off week to week. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, so whatever, we just gonna go on and do life. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now, guys. I'm gonna get home, rest and relax the rest of the day. I'll check back in with you later. Guys, here is meal 3. There's nothing fancy about it, but I do actually enjoy this meal. This is a mix of yellow squash and butternut squash. That is a 93-gram turkey patty, and on top is spicy Southwest mustard. And that is going to be meal number 3 for me. Meal 5, 1 cup of egg whites, 1/4 cup of fat-free cheese, 80 grams of hash browns, and I'm gonna top it with ketchup. Alright guys, so it's Monday, October 26th. As you can see, I didn't finish my full day of eating. So I'm just gonna roll this kind of into the next day. I did have a nice relaxing night and afternoon. I've got to train today, so I'm gonna eat, get ready, go train, come back home, relax, because I have a busy schedule next week. How it got so busy so quick, I don't really know, but it did. So anyway, here's meal 1. That is 1/2 cup grapefruit, turkey bacon, 2 whole eggs, a bagel, cinnamon raisin with some cream cheese on top. Alright guys, so I just finished my workout. Ended up just coming to Planet Fitness to do it just because I had errands to run and it was closer. So I literally just banged out this leg session in about 35 minutes. Pretty proud of myself. I got in a killer workout. So I'm just getting in 20 minutes on the treadmill, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry I didn't finish filming the rest of my full day of eating. I did have an egg white omelet with just steamed hash browns and some ketchup and some fat-free cheese, and then a little bit later on my boyfriend ordered pizza, so I ended up having like half a slice of chocolate cake and some pizza. I don't know how much I had. It was thin crust and it was like a medium-ish. It was thin crust and it was like a medium-ish size pizza, and it was cut into squares, so I don't know. I maybe had 3 full slices, and then he also got hamburger and fries, so I had like half of his hamburger and maybe half the fries. I don't know. Not a great way to end the day, but I was super hungry. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna get my act together this week. So anyway guys, that's it for now. I will check back in with you later. It's only 11:10, so I'm gonna have the rest of the day to just kind of relax and chill out. So I may just go home, work on a suit, watch some TV, take a shower, and go ahead and put my pajamas on, because that is what an off day should be. Also, I didn't video this, but for my intro workout, I had what I did last week. I had an amino energy or an extend energy. Either have one of those two, and then I have 1/2 scoop of carbolin, and that's it. Post-workout, I'm going to have a shake. It's going to be 8 ounces of coconut milk, a scoop of protein powder, 1 packet of oatmeal. I switched from oatmeal to banana just because it's more like carry friendly and doesn't go bad as quick, all that kind of stuff. Although I did buy some frozen bananas, which I do plan on having on occasion. And then I had a pre-workout. I've been doing pre-workout here recently, just to kind of see if it'll help me get more of a pump, especially my upper body. So I did Full as Fuck by 5% Nutrition, Tennessee Pre, which is a pre-workout made only here in Tennessee. And I did, and within that, I did like a 1/2 scoop of All Day You May, which is another BCAA, EAA kind of recovery thing from 5% Nutrition. So anyway guys, that is pretty much it. I'm going to finish up my walk now. I just kind of remembered that I didn't film that. I wanted to let you guys know what I have intro workout. Like I've mentioned before, I only have this in the off season. I don't really have it during contest time because I like to save those carbs for food. So anyway, check back in with you guys later. All right, here we got 170 grams 0% Greek yogurt, 32 grams of natural peanut butter, and a little bit of cocoa pebbles. It's about 36 grams, which is a serving size, and that'll be meal number 3. Already screwed up, guys, once again. I'm so terrible at these full days of eating. It's ridiculous. As you can see, I've already showered and all that kind of good stuff. I've been off the rest of the day, so I thought, why not? I worked on a suit for a little bit, did a little work on the computer, posted some suits for sale. Yeah, that's pretty much been it. So I took a shower and just went to bed. Not went to bed. What am I talking about? Laid down. Sat here watching some TV. So I did have another meal. I had some more potato hash, and then I had about 3.5 ounces of chicken. And yeah, so that's it. I'm about to make my protein pancake, and yeah, then I'm gonna just go to bed early tonight. So guys, I don't think that my other stories or snaps, I don't think that my other videos saved that I had planned on tagging on to the end. So let me just do this outro. Last night, my last meal was protein pancakes as usual, and then I had like a bite or two of a cookie my boyfriend had, and that was pretty much it. Stayed on track pretty well yesterday. I mean, wasn't anything crazy, nothing like that, and I just got it done. So just making sure that I have a little bit of flexibility in my off season to live my life how I want to, but also stay on track to make the progress I need to make. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.